Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. And we have another BGC request. Like, y'all please keep dropping the BGC request in the comments. But today we are going to talk about the most iconic BGC duos, friend groups. It's like when you think of BGC, you be like, oh, like that was the duo right there. That was the friend group. So we're about to get into the most iconic, friend groups of BGC. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, first I want to start with Amber and Amber. Well, I think it was Amber B and Amber M, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The blonde, the Ambers. Like, when I think of duos, that's one of the first duos that come to mind. Amber and Amber. They were both low-key ditzy and kind of slow. No, like they really just matched each other. It was just like one was scary and the other one low-key kind of wasn't. Like, I can't remember. Like, I know which one is which, but I don't want to get them mixed up because I think it was B and M. I'm not 100% sure, but they were both named Amber. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. So yeah, Amber and Amber, they were iconic to me, and I don't think on their season they had any falling out or anything. Like, it seemed like they were pretty solid with one another. So yeah, Amber and Amber, iconic. And then of course we got Judy, Stacey, and Tiara. And even, only thing that bothered me about the friend group was the whole Stacey trying to scare Judy from drinking by faking kicking her out and being friends with Shelly type thing. That whole storyline within their friend group, no lie, it kind of bothered me. It was low-key kind of weird because it's just like, no, don't get me wrong, Judy, she was a drunk, but it's like the only way to like scare her to getting her act together was being friends with Shelly. But no, she was being friends with Shelly to get Tasha out, and Shelly was trying to get Judy out. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. Her befriending Judy's op just to get Tasha out the house and to scare Judy, it was low-key kind of weird to me. But when I think of iconic friend groups, it's like Judy, Stacey, and Tiara. Like, I feel like they were pretty solid. Other than that, it seemed like they told one another the truth. And it's like, unlike the other friend group in the BGC 7 house, it seems like Stacey and Tiara, they wanted the best for Judy. It's like they weren't really trying to sit here and watch Judy crash and burn or any of that. And it's just like, I really did like them together. I thought they were cute when they showed their little moments. And when it was Tiara's birthday, we saw the love from them. And I was just like, one of my favorite friend groups of all time, for real. And when I say this one, I feel like y'all gonna be like, WTF, like, why would you say them? We don't like them. But hear me out. I do have to say Danny and Gabby. No lie. Even though they were sisters, but they were a good duo to one another. It's like, yeah, they were sisters, they were twins, but when they were on BGC, they were Danny and Gabby. Like, they were one person. Like, it wasn't just Danny or Gabby in some stuff. Like, they literally acted as one, and I feel like that's what low-key kind of made them blow up, because they were such a good duo. And then on top of that, they were entertaining to one another. When the house was against them, one didn't switch up on the other. It's like at the reunion, Gabby hugged Erica, but at the end of the day, like Gabby said, like, everybody in the house knew that Danny came first. And I really do feel like Danny and Gabby did put one another first. It's like Danny was just way more stubborn than Gabby, and Gabby was just a little more mature than Danny when they were on BGC 8. So, but I really do feel like Gabby held Danny down and Danny held Gabby down. It's like, even when they argued, it's like they argued in front of people, but there was never any indication like, yo, me and my twin are into it. It's like, even when they were into it, when they disagreed, it seemed like everybody knew, like, Danny and Gabby, like, they are still one. And it's like, shoot, they got jumped together and everything. It's like, I just feel like Danny and Gabby, did I like them on their season? No. Did I find them entertaining? Sometimes, but did I feel like, yo, they have each other's back? Yeah, and then I know one of them said that before they got on the show, they weren't even close like that. So they were kind of glad they did the show together because it got them close. And I was just like, yeah, no lie. The Victor twins, iconic duo. And then, of course, you gotta have the most iconic duo of all flipping time. Shamrock. What was their handshake? Like, no, did I necessarily like Shannon? Not really. Did I like Rocky though? Love Rocky, but as a duo, them together, they were hella solid. Like, one of my favorite moments of Shannon and Rocky is the whole, Shannon, you're a hoe. You'll probably, your dad, if he paid you. And the way, Rocky had Shannon's back. And then, just mind you, 5 minutes before that, Rocky was yelling at Shannon too, telling her, bro, who are you cool with? You cool with me? You cool with them? You scared? You not scared? Like, baby, pick a side. You too old to be this scary and fickled in the head. But as soon as Shannon was going through something, or as soon as Rocky were going through something, you would really see that they really have love for one another. It's like they were low-key friends by default at first, because people didn't like Shannon, and then eventually they didn't like Rocky. But it's like they really did bond hella bad. And then we saw a continuation of that in All-Star Battle when Rocky, unfortunately lost her dad, and Shannon was in a room with her, consoling her, rocking her, telling the cameras, like, can they give them a minute so she can be with her friend? And it's like Shannon and Rocky was the only person that can put Shannon in her place, and vice versa. They didn't really have any respect or care for anyone in the house for them to even receive criticism from somebody else. I remember Rocky did try to talk to Paula one time, and that was kind of cool, but it's like her and Paula weren't friends. Like, her and Shannon were actually friends. Like, they trusted each other, they cared about one another. Shoot, they was in battle together. So it's just like Rocky and Shannon, regardless of how we feel about Shannon, Shamrock, they was hella solid. Another iconic friend group, well, this group is a trio, Jayla and the twins. Shoot, they even sued Oxygen together and won. Got BGC the freak budget down bad, to the point where when they got to BGT 17, they was in a warehouse. Okay, like, Jayla and the twins, like, I'm glad that their friendship, like, progress. And it's like Jayla and the twins, they even got into it and they were able to work it out. Dang, why did they get into it? I think Jayla was sitting down and she was talking to the other girls too much. Don't quote me, because I really do hate that season, so I really don't go back and watch it too much, for real. But I remember Shannon or Sinead, honestly, y'all, Shannon and Sinead are one person to me. It's like I can tell Danny and Gabby apart, but Shannon and Sinead, it is given too identical for me. But yeah, I remember they were mad at Jayla for something, and they checked Jayla about it. They argued about it, and then afterwards they were cool. And it's like, I like when I see that in Bad Girls Club. It's like, yeah, y'all gonna argue, y'all gonna fight, but it's the friendship gonna prevail. And the friendship prevail. Like I said, they done sue Oxygen together. And it's like Jayla and the twin. The only thing, I could be wrong though, is it seemed like when they was, I'm not saying they had to jump, but no lie, I expected them to jump the girls that destroyed their stuff. It's like Jayla fought, but I was like, where the hell are the twins? Like, I get that everybody upset, they running around that they stuff was messed up, but no lie, it should have been 3-on-4. I remember Jayla swinging, so like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all know I don't like that season. But I can't remember the twins swinging or doing anything. It was just Jayla. That was the only thing I ain't like, but it wasn't too much. It really wasn't too much like, oh, they ain't F with Jayla. That was it. Like, they probably just didn't fight for some reason. But I really do feel like they held each other down. And it's like, I like that. And then we have another sister duo. And I say Jamie and Jazz. Like, honestly, when I think of duos as well, I think of Jamie and Jazz. Like, of course they were sisters, but they were hella funny. Of course they had each other's backs. Shoot, they got beat up together. And I'm not saying that's what it takes, but it's just like, they didn't switch up on each other. Shoot, Angela and Christina were always fighting in that house. Amber and Asia weren't even sisters. Diamond and Asia was rock, paper, scissoring and hiding it. Hanan and Susu, mention, they were a good duo. They held each other down and they didn't let the show kind of get, you know, in between them. Like, you know, and Angela and Christina. Yeah, like Angela, Christina. Jamie and Jazz, on the other hand, I just like them a little bit better. They were funnier and they were more entertaining. It's like when Hanan and Susu came, you know, they were cool. They weren't bad at all. But it's like, I'm not sure if I was 100% entertained by them. You know, it's like they did their thing, they little 1-2-1-2, but Jamie and Jazz, they were funny and they didn't care and they knew that they had one another. And it's like, I like that. I like that. You know, it's like, I hope y'all do agree. Jamie and Jazz were a good duo. Like I said, honorable mention, Hanan and Susu, honorable mention. I feel like Amber and Asia, you know, they were cool too, but were they that cool though? Like, nah. I have a few more honorable mentions though. Leslie and Ty. It's like, when I think of duos, I don't automatically think of Leslie and Ty, but when I go back and look at good BGC friendships, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Leslie and Ty, they were solid. Like, I would never forget when Ty done beat up Amy and, you know, Leslie was just in the back, why would you do that? Why would you do that, girl? And it was just like, because she knew she was about to be in the house by herself with these other people that she didn't want to be around. And it's just like, yeah. So honorable mention, Leslie and Ty. Leslie and Ty. Another honorable mention, I don't know if y'all gonna agree with this, but I say Hello and Blue. They were cute. They were solid to one another. Iconic? Nah, but they also had a cute friendship. The Fab Four, they didn't last as one another. It's like Blue, she was kind of pulling away from Red. It seemed like they were friends with Britt because, you know, she was just cool. And it was just like, it was just Low and Blue. It seemed like that was the real solid, the foundation of the friendship. Because it seemed like Low and Blue, after a while, they stopped paying attention to Red. Did they say it to her face? No, but physically, they pulled back. They pulled back. They realized, like, yeah, Red, she doing too much. And they still stayed with one another. Britt lingered around with them for a while. But even when Britt left, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Are we really friends? It's like, nah, you can tell the friendship was based off of Low and Blue. It's like, and then on top of that, you know, they shared the same room. So they were probably talking more than the other girls. And it's like, I really don't think, BGC 12, I don't think they showed Red and Britt as a duo as much for me to really even give them an honorable mention. And it's like Jada and Slim and Jada and Asia, it's like, I can't really say iconic and I really can't even say honorable mention. It's like, yeah, they were in the house together, but it seemed like at a certain point, it's like all the friend groups, duos that I mentioned, they were equally yoked. One wasn't trying to be more dominant than the other, but it seems like, you know, when I look at Jada and her friendship with Slim and Jada and her friendship with Asia and them as a trio together, it just seemed like Jada wanted to be up here and Slim and Asia down here because, you know, she knew Slim wasn't gonna do anything. She didn't care. And yeah, shoot, essentially Jada was the one that caused Slim to be kicked out. So it's just like, yeah. Then no lie, this is gonna be another probably controversial one because it's like, were they likable? No, but did they do their thing in a house as a duo? Did they actually run the house as a duo? Yes, they did. And I say Valentina and Alicia. Like I said, likable? Nah. Did they do too much? Yeah, but they ran the house together. And when they did have issues, it wasn't on some, oh, F Alicia, F Valentina, I'm done with her, I'm done with this, woo, let me go play with Shannon, let me go play with Rocky, and let me go talk crap about go talk crap about Valentina and or Alicia to Shannon and Rocky to the ops. Like, when Valentina used to be spazzing and Alicia didn't really like it, they low-key kind of checked one another about it, and they were only cool with one another checking one another. Like, and everything they did together, it was together. Was it effed up? Yeah, but shoot, Valentina sit here talking about she was gonna break up the fight with Janae. Girl, you know you was about to jump in. Shoot, freaking Valentina got into a fight with Nikki because Alicia was sitting here picking up Nikki's glass. And it's like, girl, you could have stayed upstairs. But nah, her and Alicia, they had to do everything together. They went on picnics. They used to be humping one another. Like, y'all, no lie. At a certain point, I thought Valentina and Alicia was kind of, you know, like, cause, but yeah, Valentina and Alicia, I feel like they were pretty solid to one another. So, iconic, but honorable mention, most definitely, because I feel like they did their thing together. A duo that could have been that could have been iconic if the person would have stayed. I say Kristen and Kat. It's like they were cute, they were cool, and they were developing a little friendship. But I feel like if Kat would have stayed throughout the whole time, then her and Kristen, they would have been iconic together. And Leah and Kristen, if they didn't fall, well, no lie, because Leah started to get annoying to me towards the end. So me personally, I can't really say iconic. It's like Kristen stayed the same. Leah changed, and it's just like Leah changed to be in a better friendship with Kristen. You know, it's like, and shoot, her and Brandy could have been iconic, but nah, Brandy messed up when she threw Leah under the bus, and Leah took that, and she was like, shoot, now I'm really about to be friends with Kristen because you sitting here and you playing with me. No lie, Danielle and Erica, they could have been iconic, but they was just boring as hell. It's like their friendship was boring. It wasn't tea. It's like they didn't do anything together, and it was just like, yeah, they were cool, but it was just like them as a friendship, as a duo, they didn't do anything that stood out to me. No lie. Season 2, Tanisha and her little friend group, it's like they were cool, they were cute. I wouldn't say iconic or honorable mention because it seemed like Tanisha just carried the friendship. You know, like she just carried to me personally. It's like when you go to season 4, none of those friendships were given to me. It's like Kendra was Natalie's puppy dog, and it was just like everybody else, they were friends by default because they didn't like Natalie. It's like, they was cool, but they all just didn't like Natalie. Flo went back and forth. One minute she liked Natalie, next minute she didn't. And the same with Kate. One minute she liked Natalie, the next minute she didn't. It was just like the friendships were all over the place in season 4. Like, it was no solidified, like, this is my girl. Kendra thought she had that with Natalie, but it was just like, girl, you was just Natalie's little puppy dog. It's like season 5, Kaylee and Kristen. Kaylee was just Kristen's little puppy dog. And Kaylee just wanted to be friends with Kristen because Kristen was like top dog in the house. And that's what the kind of energy she wanted to be around, because eventually that's what she wanted. It's just like, girl, that backfired on you. Season 6, I was gonna say Nikki and Lauren, but I don't know. Y'all know I don't like Nikki, so it's just like, no lie, I'm being biased. Season 9, the Fab 3. At first, when it was Julie, Fallon, and Megan, it seemed like Fallon was irrelevant in that friendship. It was just Julie and Megan, but it's like, that was cool, you know. They ended up falling out though. But then when it got to the 4 of them, and it was Julie, Fallon, Rima, and Ashley, it just seemed like Julie carried the group on her back. It's like everybody else wasn't really that interesting. Fallon wasn't that interesting. It's like Ashley was scary, and Rima just switched up when all the originals left. And it's like Julie was the only one that stayed through and throughout the whole season. Like, she carried that group on her back, because it's like, it's the truth. Season 11, the whole wolf pack was lame, weird. Stephanie was their follower. Gigi and Stephanie seemed like they had a friendship. It seemed like they all had a friendship, but Stephanie was their follower, if y'all get what I mean. It's like Tiana and Jazz, they were cool, and they stayed solid through and throughout the whole thing. As much as I hate to admit it, honorable mention, not honorable mention, but honorable mention. Interesting. But I can't really give them an honorable mention because of the fact that all tried to act like a wolf pack together. It's like you saw the friendships in between, but it seemed like their main thing is they wanted to run together as a wolf pack and intimidate the girls coming in. So it's just like lame. But Tiana and Jasmine, it seemed like they had their little friendship. And yeah, I'll give them an honorable mention. Someone, if Andrea didn't switch up, her and Janelle probably could have been iconic if Andrea didn't switch up. But it's like, Andrea, I get it. She wanted to meet the other girls. She didn't want any drama. It seemed like when she first came in, she saw everybody was against Janelle. So she, naturally wanted to know Janelle, because it's like, why don't these girls like her? And when she realized she wanted to talk to the other girls, she kind of switched up. But it's like, girl, when you came in, you could have just been friends with anybody. Janelle was your roommate anyways. You didn't have to pick a side. You just picked a side because you saw that the other girls were bullies. But it's like, don't come in and be like, oh my gosh, they're bullying this cute black Barbie thing, and be like, I want to get to know them. Like, girl, you should have just got to know them in the first place. And it's just like, but it's like, wow, she was seeing like she was low-key kind of, I want to be cool with the bullies and see what's up. And it was just like, if Andrea didn't switch up, then her and Janelle could have been cool. And it's just like, just imagine if when Tiana and them tried to kick Janelle out, if Andrea actually would have been on that and jumped in. That would have been an iconic moment in the BGC 11 house. But Andrea ass just had to switch up, and it was just like, damn, girl, see, now you done effed up. Now you pissed me off. Season 13, it was a whole bunch of, friendships and developments that came within the 13 house. Did they prevail? Honestly, probably not. But Sarah and Judy are still cool. I mean, yeah, Sarah and Judy are still cool, but it's like in the house when they were with Natalie, they kind of acted as a trio. When Natalie left, they were kind of duoed up. So, but would I say iconic though? No, but their friendship was cute. So honorable mention. Honorable mention as well from 13, Danny and Camila. Camila had Danny's back like hell at a certain point in that house, and it was cute because we all know Danny ain't about to. She can't fight. I'm not saying that means she can throw rocks and hide her hands, but the fact that she had a friend that knew she couldn't fight and that was willing to fight for her when she talked her shit, I was just like, me like that. So yeah, y'all, that's who I personally think are the most iconic friend groups, duos of BGC. So we have Amber and Amber. We have Judy, Stacey, and Tiara. Danny and Gabby. I'm sorry. Shannon and Rocky. Jayla and the twins. And to me, Jamie and Jazz. We have honorable mention Valentina and Alicia. Lo and Blue. Danny and Camila. Jazz and Tiana. Whatever, Oh, let me point this duo out, because this duo was lame as hell to me. Key and Seven. It's like, I don't even think that, it's like, it didn't even have potential to be iconic. It literally just gave, nothing. Like, it just gave nothing. It's like, yeah, Key and Seven, them as a duo, even when Susan was with them, even when Shayla was with them, rest her soul, it was like, that friend group gave nothing. And no lie, y'all would probably think that Kiki and Fran are iconic, but it's like, no, they were not. It's like, Fran wasn't that interesting to even be remembered, and it's like, the only way I would remember her is with Kiki, and it's like, them even as a duo, it's like, shit, Kiki did all her dirty work. They didn't act as a duo. It just gave, mommy, those people are messing with me, go beat them up. Okay, daughter, I'm going. And it was just like, yeah, like, they didn't do it for me. The BGC 17 friendships, they didn't do it for me. And yeah, they didn't do it for me. But yeah, y'all please let me know who y'all think are the most iconic duos, friend groups of the BGC franchise, and keep dropping the BGC topics down below. And y'all, my birthday is on Monday, so I'ma still do the BGC reunion. I mean, not the BGC, the Baddies Midwest reunion, but it might be a little bit late because, I'm gonna be out celebrating me birthday, my 26th. So yeah, y'all, like I said, y'all let me know y'all favorite friend groups. Drop more BGC topics down below. And so until the meantime, I'll be back after my birthday. So just make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, all that.